as their Rams get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tarik Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Trubisky rolling to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Trevathan not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Early. Go, son. 180.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Eddie Goldman coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
For the Chicago Bears, Charles, as kind of the dust settles on this season, how do you think that they will remember it? Because right now, the fresh wound is there with the missed field goal. We get that. But it's a pretty good season they just had.
It certainly has been. Remember, they were last in the NFC North in 2018. They won
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Onto the field now come the Bears. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Flush, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing here, Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Gall. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
76! 76!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff now looks to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st and 10, Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, 55 yards. And the Rams.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 up right now, I'm two, on one day on my third, I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we 2 up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now, 2 fight now. Yeah, I'm 2 up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Carson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
He's going to launch this thing way down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the interception, here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Goff on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length, Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. As Seattle makes their way back out here, Charles, let's take a little deeper dive as they go into the offseason, what they need to do. They led the NFL in rushing yards. You talked about it. They ran the football well. Where do they need to improve?
Maybe a little less stubbornness in establishing the run at times, because Chris Carson, their lead back, didn't get started against Dallas. Mike Davis couldn't add a whole lot. Rashad Penny, who was a rookie, he didn't add a whole lot in that one as well. Sometimes you have to let Russell Wilson be the guy and let him throw it around. They'll continue to work on that in the offseason and fortify him with a few more weapons on the perimeter, I believe.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. This is Carson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Goff on first down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long. It's gone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Play action, it's Wilson. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again here. Wilson completes it to Dixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. It seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Goff on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
12, 12, 12, 12.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to go down again. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
From the 50, it's gone. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Here's gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
To throw on second down is gone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Again, gone. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now it's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, Wilson. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Ndamukong Suh busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This time, Wilson will throw. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And that is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
A dump off for Davis. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Go, Sadat! 180! DC, DC! Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Jester, Jester, Jester!
Yeah, That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
76.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Goes on. 180.
Mike's 50.
5.
A shotgun snap for Gone. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here's Johnny Hekker now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. That officially give him 15, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Wilson to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They go read option with Wilson. He may try and run for this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Shell. Orange.
Now it's gone. He gets it to Close. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
And Dixon has it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Now Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
17. Cut. Right 20.
First throw in overtime for Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
180. 54,
On second down, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it. They don't want 3 here. They want 6. Well, these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Out of the gun. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in